Hello and welcome to our final movie review of the year. Woo! Coming out in 2017.
We saw it in 2016, so it
We saw
counts.
it twice in 2016. This is La La Land.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, this is a movie Matt and I have already seen twice. The second time we brought Zach along for the ride. Wow.
This was definitely the movie we were looking forward to the most.
Oh, easily. As soon as the lights came up when we saw Whiplash, we were like, okay,
We
next
just
movie
see
now.
everything that guy has ever done.
Yeah. Damien Chazelle is definitely like he is the up and coming great new director. We're very happy to have seen this guy's first kind of big release. So
Yes.
very happy about that. And now La La Land, which seems to be doing pretty well. Both times we saw it, there was a decent amount of people in the theater.
Yeah, people are seeing it, which
Yeah.
is like super awesome,
It's a big
especially
deal.
for something that doesn't have a very wide release.
Yeah, and like I've heard people at my work talking like, oh yeah, I think I might go see La La Land this weekend. I'm like,
Yes!
yeah, go see it.
Because,
everyone has enough money. Help out a guy with talent. Sorry.
But Whiplash is the lowest grossing movie of all time to get nominated for Best Picture.
Which is depressing.
Especially
and
with,
I
like-
think it still made profit.
Well,
Because I think it cost like $3 million to make, which honestly probably almost entirely went to, I don't know,
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons and Miles Teller's paychecks. Other than that, I mean, that's like a. I don't want to say it's a no-budget movie, but it's like it looks like $100 million movie. I mean, like visually, it's just absolutely incredible. But
it is a beautiful movie.
it is so beautifully done. But if you actually technically look at it, it's filmed in a few rooms, and there's just people in it.
There's the part with the car.
There's part that would probably be the budget.
Which, okay. So, because of that car scene in Whiplash,
Uh-huh.
I am always on edge in La La Land when they're in a car. I'm like, Damien, what are you gonna do to me?
This better not be a director trademark of car crashes. That better not be a thing. No,
Well, like-
clearly his director trademark is just music.
I was legitimately like, don't do it, Damien.
Zachary, your thoughts on La La Land?
Well, I think I still probably like Whiplash better. Whiplash is like one of my favorite movies.
Mm.
But I'd say La La Land is easily the best movie of the year.
Yeah.
It's really well shot, and Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling are really great. You love to see them together, and it's just really smartly done.
Yeah.
It's very smartly done.
Just starting with the opening scene. The opening scene is a spectacle.
It
is
is.
this opening number. It's almost kind of like a Disney Village song for Los Angeles. Like it's kind of like, here's what this place is. Here's what we do here. And it's actually really depressing. If you look at the actual lyrics, because it's basically like we're all here to achieve our dreams, but really every day is just another day of sun.
Yeah.
It's really sad. But it's filmed in this like Birdman level, like amazing oneer, which is technically a two-er or a three-er, but they do a really good job of
I think
cutting
it's
between.
no more than 3.
Yeah, I think he said it was 3. He said there's like 1 or 2 cheat shots in there. Yeah. But it is just absolutely incredible. He films it all on a freeway.
It's like on a freeway overpass. It's amazing.
And it's awesome. It starts off with that, and like that just left me grinning ear to ear both times I saw it. That is one of the greatest ever openings for a movie ever.
Yes.
And the rest of the movie that follows, there are these really wonderful numbers. Like all the songs are amazing. Matt and I both downloaded the soundtracks. The soundtrack is so good. Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone have really great chemistry.
They do.
Damien Chazelle kind of talked about them as one of the kind of last great sort of Hollywood couples, is sort of what he was saying, which I think is interesting. Because you don't really see that a lot anymore. Like certain actors that get paired together a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Other than I was talking about this last night and realized it's a thing. Morgan Freeman and Michael Caine are in a ton of movies together,
They
almost never share a scene. Anyway, different topic for a different day. But anyway, Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone do have this really great chemistry, and they play off each other really well. they talked about how they allowed them to improvise some of their dialogue, which was very nice of Damien Chazelle to do, considering he is, I imagine he's a guy with a very, very focused idea of what his movie is.
Yeah.
They talked about, they like storyboarded all of it, and they knew exactly what they were doing every shot, but they allowed Gosling and Stone to actually improvise, which I think made for better chemistry.
Yeah.
Whiplash is technically better.
Technically, yes.
Technically better because it is.
It's a tighter film.
It's tighter and it's a little more focused. But La La Land takes a lot more risks. It is a broad scope, and it's got some really great.
Huge movie.
It is a huge movie. You got these amazing musical numbers, and but it still focuses on these two people the whole time. I don't think there's a single scene that does not have Ryan Gosling or Emma Stone in it, other than the opening, which eventually has that.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's the only part without them.
Yeah. I have one gripe with the movie, exactly one, and that is, so this is, I guess this is kind of a spoiler. Actually, this is a spoiler. It's the only spoiler in the movie, I feel like.
The movie's a downer.
Yes.
We didn't cover that yet, so
okay.
We expected a happy-go-lucky, fun movie. I don't know why we expected that from the guy who made Whiplash.
Yeah, that was kind of dumb on our part. But the trailers looked like a really good time.
And
the movie is a good time.
The movie is a good time.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean it's not a downer.
Yes. Yeah, there's some real bummer moments in it.
And the biggest bummer moment is this argument.
So, okay, yeah. So kind of, it's sort of like everything is going well, and it's not that it's not justified. The argument is justified. It's just, it's not, it doesn't hurt enough, which is a weird thing for me to say. But coming from the guy who made Whiplash, this is a guy who knows how to write words that make people feel bad. Like this is a guy
who write
who,
very hurtful things.
Yeah, he that should be like, that should be on his resume. Like, I write hurtful things. So, like, but for some reason the argument in La La Land feels very light, and it doesn't really justify what happens after that. I felt like it didn't feel like a big enough argument for the sort of chain reaction it leads to.
And I mean, I think that some hurtful things are said there.
Yes. Yeah.
And I mean, if you look at the end of the movie, the chain reaction started earlier.
Yes. Yeah. Again, it's not the argument's not justified. There are certain actions that happen in the movie that lead up to it that make sense, and it doesn't. There's not like there's not like a coincidental thing that happens. It's not a misunderstanding. It's justified, but it's the argument itself. It just didn't feel. I don't know. It just didn't feel powerful enough. And this is a guy who knows how to write powerful dialogue.
Yeah.
Whiplash has such memorable dialogue, and it sucks to have to keep comparing it to this like near perfect movie. But it is what he made first, so you kind of have to talk about it. But yeah, that's really like my one complaint.
Yeah.
That and Ryan Gosling's best friend looks too much like John Legend, so I kind of got confused sometimes. I was like, oh, John Legend's wearing glasses in this scene, okay. But I was like, wait, but he was introduced earlier. Why are they just meeting? Oh, it's a different guy. So that was just on me.
I knew the difference.
He knew. I don't know, they got very similar faces. I don't know. There's something about those two guys. They look similar. I don't know what the other guy's name is.
Well, I'd say the main problem is you don't see the other guy like in detail enough.
He never talks the whole movie. Like, he just kind of shows up almost purely like in montages. He shows up. Yeah. John Legend's really good.
Yeah, John Legend does a great job.
Yeah, has he ever acted in a movie
I have
before?
No idea.
I don't know if he has, but he
was good.
He did a good job. He learned guitar for this movie. That's a fun fact. So Ryan Gosling had never played piano before this movie. He is actually playing piano in this movie. All those amazing piano parts, that's actually him playing. He was taught how to play those parts. And so like somebody in an interview was like, oh, so like you play now? He's like, just those. I don't know how to actually play. But John Legend was apparently furious. Like, John Legend was apparently super jealous of how quickly he picked up. He's like, that's not even, come on. Like, I'm John Legend. Legend is in my name. That's not fair that you could pick that up that quick. So that was kind of funny. The music is great.
The music is so good.
The songs are all very memorable, and they all fit the scene, you know. Yeah, all the dance numbers are wonderful, very well choreographed. I would have liked a little more from Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling, like a little more Gene Kelly. I don't know. Yeah. But considering I don't think either of them are dancers, I think they got a lot out of them.
Yeah, I could have gone with one more like big dance number.
Yeah.
But I mean, count your blessings. We got a couple.
Yeah. Gosh.
One thing I really loved about the movie, we start and we see their first interaction, and then we follow one of them for a while.
Yeah.
To their second interaction, and then we go back to their first interaction and follow the other one until their second interaction, and I love that.
It kind of reminded me of that scene in Jackie Brown.
It's like the scene in Jackie Brown, which is one of my favorite sequences in film history.
It's really great. But that was a very smart way of doing that, because it is, again, this is an incredibly focused movie, but they are both sort of the protagonists of the movie, which is, it's amazing that they pulled that off. They're both the protagonist of their story, and the other is sort of the antagonist in a romantic comedy way. Romantic comedies, the love interest is actually considered the antagonist, even though they're not the villain. But that's
like film language.
Yeah, sorry. But both of their characters are very like justified. They have very clear goals. They have clear voices. They're both very charming and charismatic and just fun. Like it's very fun up until the sad stuff starts happening, and then it's very sad. Yeah. It does a great job of sort of nailing that and keeping the same tone. The whole, like, it doesn't feel like it's two different movies. You know, it doesn't feel like that. It is still the same movie the whole time, but there is this drastic change in emotion, which is really great. There were definitely times where I felt like he was channeling Paul Thomas Anderson. Some of those long takes. There's one like long take around the pool, which looks like it could have been taken out of Boogie Nights. But it's great. There's a part where a different pool. The camera goes in a pool and just spins around, and it's insane. It's
a little dizzying.
It's a little dizzying, but it's awesome.
But it's a cool shot.
There's a lot of like just really cool shots in this movie. There's a lot of long takes. Whiplash was a lot of like nailed down on a tripod, very like still quick cuts, whereas this was like long. Sort of,
Whiplash won an Oscar for its editing.
Yeah.
For a good reason.
Yes, and I think La La Land could easily too. It's an amazingly edited film. But there's a lot more long takes.
It's a very different kind of editing.
Yeah. The ending.
The ending is super...
It is so good. It hurts a lot. It's very relatable. For me, it just like threw my heart against a wall. Like, it was just so like, because you know it's coming to a close, and when it's coming, you're sort of like, oh, this is gonna be it. And then you get out of nowhere, amazing. They just pull out all the stops.
Yes.
Like everything comes back. Everything. It's we won't talk too much about it, but it is incredible.
It is amazing.
It is such a good sequence.
It is. I would say it's not my favorite, but it is the best musical number put on the screen since the 1950s.
Since like Singing in the Rain. Yeah, it is so good. Yeah, it's such a good ending.
Honestly, this movie is not that much like Singing in the Rain, but it is going to be compared to Singing in the Rain a lot.
Of course.
Because it is the best movie musical to come out in a very long time.
And it is technically a nostalgic musical.
Yes.
Singing in the Rain was nostalgic about the 20s. This is kind of nostalgic about the 50s. And but that being said, it's also very modern.
It is very modern.
There's smartphones. There's and
it's not a period piece.
It's definitely not. Definitely not. It's definitely modern. And Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling's like their sort of back and forth is very modern. But again, it's great.
It is. So some people might have a little bit of a problem. Like, we saw this with my roommate, and there's one scene where it goes like really fantastical.
Yes.
And it can feel a little out of place just because it's the only time it happens.
Oh yeah.
so like it would feel better if it wasn't there or if it happened more often, but I think that it's okay because it is like the most magical point of the movie.
Yeah.
It's okay for crazy weird things to happen, but it might feel a little off to a lot of people.
Yeah, it kind of had to happen because it is sort of the best way of showing the emotions of that particular place and their relationship.
Yes.
That is kind of sort of the high point. It's really wonderfully shot. Just the cinematography is breathtaking. Because you've already kind of been set up with like people break into song every once in a while. It's like, okay, yeah, you kind of know something weird's gonna happen, but it is sort of the weirdest part of the movie.
Yeah.
But I really loved it. It makes me want to go to the Griffith Observatory. Yeah, it's... I don't know. I don't think there's much more to say, really.
Oh, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It has a good sense of humor.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling especially is very funny, and Emma Stone is very funny too. Emma Stone makes really great, funny faces. That's not a talent I would have guessed for her, but she makes some really good funny faces. Yeah. and Gosling has this very like specific sense of humor that we saw Nice Guys, and it's sort of the same thing that he does where he's very still.
It's like understated, in the best way.
Yes, yeah, he's very still and very like kind of like sure of his actions, but like he'll stick with it even like when he's wrong, and so it's funny. It's very funny. He's a really interesting actor. I like that Gosling kid. He's going places. This movie just had a ton of heart and it was emotional and it was very well shot and it made sense. The certain styles of filmmaking they were using made sense for the tone of the movie, and it's just a breath of fresh air. This movie doesn't
support original movies.
Yeah. This is not a franchise. This is actually one original movie that was wonderful that there could not possibly be a sequel to, or a prequel, or anything like that.
Nope,
it's just a great original standalone film. We need more of those. Honestly, just go see it if you're tired of all of this crap.
if you're tired of 2016 and you want it to end on a high note,
this is a high note. Yeah, this is a high note. Oh my gosh. Absolutely. Yeah, if you're tired of superhero movies and spaceman movies of gagoos and googas, go see this. It's incredibly fun. Go take a date. It's a great romantic movie. It's sad.
Don't go on a first date with
maybe not a first date. Yeah.
This should be no earlier than your fourth date.
I was like, by the way, this might happen. But it's wonderful, and it's really strong story-wise, character-wise. The sets are amazing.
Oh my gosh!
I want to live in them. The costumes are great. I want to steal them. There's just so many.
Dude, I want Ryan Gosling's entire wardrobe for that movie.
He's got such good suits. He's got. I
don't
normally notice good suits.
He wears suits the whole movie, and it's awesome.
He looks great. There's one where their first movie date. He wears this tan suit, and it looks great. It's such a nice suit.
Anyway.
And Emma Stone has like really cute clothes, and everybody looks adorable in this movie. It's great.
Final thoughts from Zachary.
Yes.
I'd say probably the best movie of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. All right.
You'll see it. It's the best movie of the year, according to Zachary.
Zachary gave a 2-word review right after we saw it. That's a huge deal for Zachary. Normally it's like, Zachary, what was that movie like? It was good. Or it was okay. It was fine. Yeah. Or it was bad. He's kind of, But for this movie, Zachary gave a really good. And that's a huge deal.
Really good.
That's a huge deal. So if our ramblings are incoherent, unfocused ramblings on this movie don't make any sense to you, Zachary gave it a really good. So, what more do you need?
I don't need anything.
Neither do I. Go see La La Land.
And we'll see you with a couple year-end lists, hopefully soon.
Sounds good. Happy New Year. Bye. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.